Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Rosa, how you doing?
Hey, Cliff. I like that video.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my bro OG Troy. Shout out to OG Troy. He actually done it. He actually created that video for me.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a nice video.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So, okay, we got Kai jumping in. Give me a second. Got a few diamond members in today. I wanted to do this live today to teach people or to show people the importance of actually getting in the game early when it comes down to XRP and how a $500 investment into XRP today could potentially put over $90,000 in your pocket. Kai, what's good, bro? All
Good morning, man. Good morning.
right, we got a long time investor in here, man. So what are your predictions on XRP? What do you think about XRP as an investment?
Oh, that's one of my favorites, man. It's probably, to be honest, I probably have Ethereum's probably number one in my portfolio, but XRP's number two.
That's what's
So,
up, man. That's what's up.
yeah.
Uh, Rosa, what do you think about XRP as an investment, as a hinge against deflation against inflation?
I like XRP. And that comes like, you know, my top one is Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Mm, okay, so
But XRP, that's part of the ISO, so that's the top dog there.
okay, and with the ISO, let me go ahead and explain to people what the ISO really is, because a lot of people still don't know what the ISO is. So it's story time. Y'all know I like to tell stories, so let's go ahead and get into it. So Russia made a huge move. Russia's a part of the system called the BRIC system. Now, the BRIC system stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. So before Russia invaded Ukraine, Russia went to the United Nations. The United Nations, the system that runs all fiat currency around the world, is called the SWIFT system, and it's ran by the United Nations. So Russia went to the United Nations and asked the United Nations and told them, "We want to invade Ukraine." The United Nations told Russia, "No, if you invade Ukraine, we're going to completely cut you off." Meaning that they're going to cut Russia completely off from the SWIFT system, meaning that Russia would not be able to circulate the dollar bills around the world anymore, essentially isolating Russia outside of everything else. Russia had a trick up their sleeve, and a lot of people didn't know this. Russia started using XRP's XRapid system. Now, XRP has two systems under RippleNet. So RippleNet has two systems. One is called XRapid, and the other one is called XCurrent. Now, XCurrent is like the first generation system to process transactions through Ripple's net system. XRapid is the new founding system, the new, faster, more efficient version of XCurrent. So Russia started using XRapid system to start facilitating transactions through Russia and started testing transactions for Russia. So when they invaded Ukraine, the Swiss system did exactly what the Swiss system said they were going to do. They completely cut Russia completely off of the scenario, meaning that the Russian dollar, the Russian ruble, could not move around the world anymore, essentially isolating Russia out from the rest of the world. Russia did something that was, in my opinion, very, very genius. They started using XRP's XRapid system, and some amazing things happened. Right, some brilliant things happened. The first thing that actually happened was the wealth of Russia rose by 12.3% because not only was Russia circulating the Russian dollar around the world, Russia was also Russia was also circulating Bitcoin and gold around the world. Transactions that take the SWIFT system 7 to 10 days to actually process around the world with every other country was taking Russia 3 seconds. Transaction that cost millions of dollars was costing Russia pennies on a dollar. To give you an example, there's a crypto millionaire who used RippleNet's X Rapid system to send $50 million across the border from the United States to Great Britain. And he didn't send $50 million in XRP. He sent $50 million in USD. Now, let's go to the comment sections. I want everybody to answer me this question. How much do you think that transaction actually cost? And how fast do you think that transaction actually took? $50 million. Side note before we get into that, he said it would be faster for him to get on a plane and fly the $50 million over to Great Britain before it would actually hit his bank account if he was just to wire transfer it the way we do everything with the Swiss system. Anybody on the call, how much do you think that transaction actually cost?
$100.
$100. All right. It the transaction cost 3 cents. 3 cents. 3 cents, and it only took 4 seconds. That is the power of XRP. That is why every financial system on the planet is getting ready to infiltrate or install XRP system into their financial systems. It's because of the transparency of the blockchain first and foremost, and it also goes hand in hand with the quick speeds of the blockchain. And on top of that, it also is the low cost of transactions. Think about this: that man sent $50 million $50 million across borders for 3 cents. How much would it cost you to send money through PayPal? $100. Just $100. How much would it cost you to send $100 through PayPal? Yeah,
What,
absolutely.
at least 1.5%, at least, right?
At least 1.5%. That is the problem when it comes down to our system. So back to what happened to with the brick system. So when Russia made that huge move, first things first, it drove the price point, it drove the wealth of Russia up 12.3%, making Vladimir Putin the richest person in the world. Point blank period. The second thing it did, it showed that Ripple was a freaking powerhouse because was always a banking coin. It was always a centralized banking coin. So it was always used to process banking transactions, right? Before that point, there were over 2,000 banks using were using Ripple's system. But no one knew that XRP, that Ripple, the company Ripple, could facilitate transactions for an entire major country. That means every single transaction that ran through Russia ran through Ripple's system, and it did it without putting a blemish on the blockchain. That showed the power of XRP, and it scared the hell out of the Swiss system. Because remember, the Swiss system is an old system, right? It's a very, very old system. So the next thing it actually did was it showed that XRP can do what the purpose of XRP was actually created to do: dismantle the entire Swiss system. So when they made that move, other countries started coming about. Of course, you've seen China. China was like, "Oh, we don't need the UN anymore. We don't need the Swiss system anymore." So the BRICS system, which stands for Brazil, Russia, India, South Africa, and China, the BRICS, along with 27 now other countries, including a lot of the African countries, all of the Middle East. That includes Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Israel, even North Africa, Egypt, um, the Dubai, Abu Dhabi, which include the Emirates. All of the Middle East are part of the BRIC system now, right? And guess who else is a part of the BRIC system? Australia is a part of the BRIC system. Last but not least, Cuba and North Korea are both becoming a part of the BRIC system. So they formed a partnership together, and that's just a few of those countries. They formed a partnership together to create a digital dollar bill that's fully backed and operated with physical commodities and Bitcoin. Their entire mission is to dismantle the United States dollar. What do you guys think about that? Let's have a
Long, long time coming, as far as I'm concerned, right? You would think if you're not in the United States, obviously you don't get the benefit from the petrodollar or the U.S. dollar being the world exchange
Mhm.
currency. So if I was them, I'd want to take it down too.
Absolutely. But a lot of people don't understand the basic premise about what the dollar bill actually represents, and not even what it represents, or what the true value of the dollar bill really is, right? So, what is the dollar actually backed by? Nothing.
U.S. Army, the U.S. Army. It's the only thing
There
I
you go.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only natural, the only, not natural, the only resource we have here in this country is the military. That's it. We don't have any natural resources here in the United States. Everything is outsourced. And I have a lot of people who come out and say, well, Crypto Cliff, you talking bad about the United States. No, absolutely not. As a person of color who pushed the narrative, our bloodlines pushed what the United States is today. I'm actually proud of my American heritage when it comes down to the music industry because we built that. Every single music genre we built. I'm actually proud of the systems that we built when it comes down to the inventions that we built here. Because we basically built every single invention of the United States, even the computer. was built by someone of color. So we pushed and propelled this country to what it is today. So quite naturally, you have to be proud of those accomplishments. But when it comes down to it, we don't have any natural resources here outside of people going into the military. But let's talk about the debt right now, right? Let's really, really break down the debt of the United States. The United States is over $100 trillion in debt. And let's see how this correlates towards the brick system. What's the most mineral rich place on the planet right now?
You talking
Africa.
country or continent? Yeah, Africa,
Africa.
continent of Africa, of course.
Who owns 60% of Africa right now?
China?
China.
China.
The rest of Africa, including Nigeria, the major countries in Africa, guess who they're a part of? The brick system. I'm finna paint a picture for y'all, right? What's the second most mineral rich place on the planet? India.
Okay.
India is a part of the brick system. Third, Brazil. Brazil is a part of the brick system. There are 4 other major South American countries who are part of the brick system, right? Fourth, Russia. Russia is one of the major spots you can get precious metals from. The most mineral rich place on the planet is the Congo. And the Congo is a part of the brick system. Now, ask yourself this question: who owns most of the United States debt?
China.
Do you really think they don't have the power to dismantle the United States dollar? With all the resources put together, moving in unison with one, they absolutely have the power to dismantle the United States dollar. So, what made the dollar so powerful? Once we switched over from the fiat, not for fiat, but from the gold standard to the fiat currency system, was the fact that we had a contract with Saudi Arabia for oil. Does anybody remember that? Don't tell me I don't want to know this. Anybody remember that? We had a contract with the Middle East that backed the United States dollar with oil reserves. That contract was severed a few years ago. Saudi Arabia is a part of the BRICS system. Another thing a lot of people don't know about the Middle East is that the Middle East is not just a place with nothing but desert. It's some of the wealthiest families of the world are from the Middle East. All right. So with that being said, the BRIC system came out and said that their entire mission for creating a digital dollar that's backed by physical commodities is to dismantle the United States dollar and the British pound. They didn't sugarcoat it. They didn't beat around the bush. They said that. Like 50 Cent said in Power. If he said he did it, they did that shit. So what the ISO is, so the United States had to do something to combat what's going on with the BRICS system, not just the United States, the UN. So they came up with a program called the ISO 222. Now the ISO stands for the International Standardization of Operations. The information I'm giving y'all right now is worth thousands, by the way. So I hope everybody on this call is paying attention to this. They came up with something called the International Standardization of Operations. Now, the ISO goes across the board when it comes down to different industries. This is basically the standard of different industries, and they actually go around and grade the standard of different industries. When they came up with the ISO, they said they have to do something to back or to combat what's going on with Russia. So there are 10 cryptocurrencies that they decided to finally make securities, and XRP is at the top of this list, to make securities to combat what the brick system is doing with the digital dollar. Now I'm going to give you 3 of them. There are 7 others. If you want the 7 others, you have to come to me directly. XRP is at the top of that list. And the XRP is at the top of that list because XRP is the only cryptocurrency that can process transactions in fiat currency, cryptocurrencies, and commodities like gold, silver, and oil. Right? That's the only currency that can process those 3 avenues. That's why XRP is king. That's why XRP will be number 2 eventually. I personally believe XRP has the ability to overthrow Ethereum. Real talk. And it's because they're doing everything in their power to make XRP the number 1 world currency. So the ISO stands for these cryptocurrencies being installed into every single financial system on the planet. This is not something that's coming down the road. This is not something that's going to be here 10 years from now. This is something that's happening right now. This past weekend, the ISO went into full throttle mode, and the official date is tomorrow for the ISO to start. Tomorrow. Not 2 months from now, not 10 years from now, tomorrow. The United States, Great Britain, and the UN, along with the Swiss system, is giving every single financial system, every single country, every single banking system, every single financial institution, they're giving them to 2025 to install 10 cryptocurrencies into every fabric of their financial system. By 2025, you will be buying cups of coffee. You will be buying gas. You'll be buying groceries. You'll be buying the everyday necessities that you need. You'll be paying rent. You'll be paying mortgage with cryptocurrency. This is not a conspiracy theory. You can go look it up yourself. It's always on CNN. It's always on MSNBC. So for the people who hate on crypto, for the people who want to push back on crypto, crypto is a scam. Crypto is this. Your own government is invested in cryptocurrency. The government, United States of America, owns 124,000 Bitcoin and billions of XRP. This whole SEC lawsuit thing that's going on with XRP, it was all a Ponzi. It was all a Trojan horse to get the XRP out of your hands so that they can capitalize on it as much as possible. Let me give you a secret because, unlike most people, I actually look at charts. I actually read the charts. I actually look at the charts, and I look at charts all day, every day. Do you know that XRP has been in a consistent 92% buy since that lawsuit? And it's not small numbers of people. It's not the $200, $300, the $500,000 transactions that's going through XRP system. No, it's people buying 10,000 or more XRP tokens. XRP is being used by the largest financial institutions right now as we speak. If you bank at Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, USAA, Navy Federal, PNC Bank, SunTrust, should I keep going? If you bank at any of those banks, your banks are already using XRP, and they've been using XRP for years. This is why I push for cryptocurrency. This is why I push for crypto investing so hard. It's because I want you to get into the game early because the way that these people are monopolizing this cryptocurrency game, the way that they're monopolizing the ISO and centralized cryptocurrencies, you're not going to be able to invest into them very, very long, for very, very long. So the ISO goes into full throttle mode. It already went into full throttle mode this past weekend. It's going into full throttle mode tomorrow. There are already 47 countries who are going to be installed into the ISO tomorrow, including Germany, who's already in the ISO, Switzerland, who's already in the ISO, and Japan. Mm. What's your thoughts on that? I know you did a lot of talking.
I'm ready to move away from the banking system, period, point blank.
Oh yeah, your banks are obsolete. Your banks
I
are
hate
obsolete.
banks. I hate banks. I tried to go to credit unions because they were supposedly a little bit better, and then they start acting like banks. Trust me, I'm absolutely ready for it.
Yeah, your banks are obsolete. Why you think banks are crashing around the world? You think think about it. Silicon Valley Bank was the second largest bank in the United States. You think Bank of America is safe? Bank of America is not even the top five. You think Chase is safe? Your banks are obsolete. Let me give you a sec. I know y'all remember when I was doing that whole $50,000 push to get people to sign up to the for the course. I was going to give away $50,000 to the 10,000 person that actually signed up for the course. Do you know it took them 3 weeks for them to actually be able to go and get $50,000 out of my banking system? I have $50,000 in my bank. It's no problem at all. But when I went up to sign out to get $50,000 cash so I can do a video, they told me it would be a 2 to 3 week wait.
Oh wow.
They had to order $50,000 at a bank.
Yeah, we
Think
know
about
how
that.
they do with their fractional stuff. So,
Oh,
yeah.
we ain't even gonna talk about fractional. Let's talk about it. Well, let's just go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about how your bank screws you over on a day-to-day basis anyway. Before we get into how XRP can turn, you can make 90,000. So your bank only pays you 0.015% interest on every single dollar you put in the bank account. 0.015% interest. With the national inflation rate, first off, being over 8.4%, you lose 8.38% interest on every single dollar you put in the bank account. And then on top of that, the way they screw you over with a banking system is they take your money, only pay you 0.015% interest, and then they turn around and loan your money out for up to 12% interest. So they're making money off of the money you put in the banking system and paying you a fraction of what they're actually making, a very, very small fraction. So in a sense, why even put your money in a banking system? Banking systems are the biggest scams in the United States. I would say the world. Think about that. Some, how would you feel if you said crypto? If you said I use Rose, I use you as an example. How would you feel if I said you can give me your money? I'm gonna put your money. I'm gonna put your money under my mattress, right? You gonna give me $10,000. I'm gonna put your money up to you $10,000 under my mattress. But guess what? I'm gonna pay you 0.15% interest on the money you give me. But I'm gonna lend your money out and make 12% interest on your money. How would that make you feel? Would you feel like you're getting scammed?
Definitely. I would want to be like the bank and do it myself. Collect that interest.
Exactly. So think about Warren, would you feel like you're getting scammed?
Yeah, that's first degree pimping right there, man.
So if you feel like you're getting scammed just by listening to that small scenario, why in the hell would you put your money in a banking system?
I wouldn't. Just to pay bills. That's it.
Think about that. And we're not even gonna talk about 401k, so we can get in that. We can go down that lane as well too, because that's the second biggest scam in United States history. Why would you put your money in an inflationary asset that's going to deflate, that's going to drop in value consistently? Not something that's going to drop in value every now and then. I'm talking about consistent drops in value. Think about this. I can put my money in silver right now. We talked about silver in the Diamond Group portfolio consultant last night. I can put my money in silver, right? I could put my money in silver a year ago. A year ago, me and George talked about this. A year ago, silver was $19, $19 and 30 something cent an ounce. Today, silver is $22.70 an ounce. That's a deflationary asset. That's making me money, right? If I was to buy land, even if I never do anything with that land, like I just bought that plot of land I posted earlier, 5.04 acres of land in Colorado for $7,500. I didn't even go look at the land, but I know I can put my money in this land, even with nothing on it. That's an asset that I can always pull out of. That's an asset that I always have to sell. That's an asset that I can always sit. I can leave that asset to my children, right? Crypto, the same thing. Look at Bitcoin versus the United States dollar bill. Bitcoin started out July of 2010. July of 2020. 2010. That means July of this year, Bitcoin will be 13 years old. Bitcoin started out at 8 cents. 8 cents. Today, Bitcoin is over $28,000. So, by definition, Bitcoin has outworked the dollar bill, damn near 28,000%. Am I lying?
No.
Nope.
Name another asset that has appreciated in value in a short amount of time than Bitcoin.
Crickets.
I can't think of any.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
You've been
Bitcoin has
incredible.
outworked the dollar bill. Bitcoin has outworked real estate. Bitcoin has outworked gold. Bitcoin has outworked Apple. Bitcoin has outworked IBM. Name another asset. If big get this, and this is the craziest part, and this is the part I like to talk about people, especially when I debate people who say cryptocurrency is a scam. If Bitcoin was to drop to hell right now, and Bitcoin was to go down to $600 per BTC, which I would be happy because I would probably dump every single bit of every asset I have in Bitcoin. If Bitcoin was to go down to $600 right now, it will still be up over 600%. Think about that. From the bottom start of Bitcoin, it will still be up over 600%. See, y'all got me preaching today. Let me stop. All right. All right. So, with that being said, going back to XRP, XRP is getting ready to be the cryptocurrency that's getting ready to take over the entire financial system. You still there?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yep. It's freezing up a little bit though.
Okay. I think my face froze up a little bit. All right. But XRP is getting ready to be the financial coin. I mean, get ready to be the coin that's getting ready to take over the entire financial industry. So let's talk about how you can turn $500 into $90,000. So I got a breakdown for y'all. Now I'm not going to tell you what to find XRP because I can't give you the bread, the lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles, uh, turkey, and mayo, and put the sandwich together for you as well. All right, that's only for my diamond group. So with that being said, let's say you invested $500 in XRP today. So $500 in XRP today. XRP is expected to hit $10 potentially by July of this year. That means in the next few months, XRP can potentially hit $10. With that being said, your $500 investment gets you roughly around 1126 XRP. That's a $10,764 investment. I mean, $10,764.50 profit that you will make off XRP if XRP was to hit $10. All right. XRP is projected to hit anywhere between $25 to $50 by December of this year. If XRP hits $25 by December this year, that's a profit of $27,654.57. If XRP hits $50 going into 2024, that is a profit of $55,804. Now, by 2025, XRP is expected to push to $125 per XRP. I know a lot of people are talking about XRP could potentially hit $1,000 and $600. Don't listen to any of that foolishness. XRP's max is $125. That's the max XRP could potentially hit, point blank period. Right? So if XRP hits $125 by 2025, like I told you, the ISO, they're giving every single country in the world to 2025 to be installed into the ISO 222. They're not asking these countries to do this. They're making these countries do it. They're forcing these countries to do it because we're at World War III right now, the financial war. All right. If XRP hits $125 per XRP by 2025, that's $140,254.56 in your pocket off of a $500 investment. Now, I just gave you the blueprint to wealth. What are you going to do with it?
I'm always buying more XRP, baby.
Absolutely. I ain't talking. We got the diamond members in here. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to everybody else that's listening. I just gave you the blueprint to wealth. I gave you the blueprint to making $140,000. Now think about this. The average person makes only around $42,000 a year. I just gave you the blueprint to making $100,000 more than what most the average person would make an entire year. That's 3 years worth of your salary off of a $500 investment. It's time to get in the game, people. It's time to get in the game, people. It's time to get in the game, people. If you want to learn how to buy cryptocurrency, if you want to learn how to sell cryptocurrency, if you want to learn how to be a full-time investor, or be an investor who can actually take some of this stuff and really, really implement it into your life and change your life for the better, let me know. I got a class this Sunday where you can buy and sell. I'm teaching you live how to buy and sell cryptocurrency this Sunday. Going in, it's not just a beginner's course. It's for beginners, intermediary investors, and advanced level investors. We're going over 5 major exchanges, showing you how to buy and sell on 5 major exchanges, and I'm giving you 10 different cryptocurrencies to invest in live while we're doing it. So let's go ahead and get it. And if you want to be a one-on-one student, you want me to personally teach you how to invest into the crypto space, I got slots available. Let's go. Hit me up. Y'all got anything before we get out of here today?
Nope. But thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
No problem. No problem at all. Thank y'all for jumping on. Much love from the Diamond Group. All right.
Thanks,
Rosa,
man.
Warren, you got anything?
I just wanted to thank you, man. I appreciate all that you give, brother. It's very
Hey,
helpful.
no problem. No problem at all, brother.
I'm excited about the class this Sunday. You know that.
So Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna try to keep it to 2 hours, but if we go over 2 hours, you already know how I do it. So
Yeah, I know.
let's go ahead and get it. So y'all know how I like to leave everything off. In order for you to elevate in life, you have to elevate your mindset. When you elevate your mindset, you elevate everything. Peace.